Tenants.
Due to recent events, I regret to inform you that you are being evicted from your apartment premises.
A meeting will be held in order further to explain these changes.
You'll be required to vacate the property by March 16.
Tenants are invited to my office located on the
bottom floor. The meeting will take place at 12 p.m. sharp on Sunday, 10th of March.
Full transparency of this unforeseen situation will be revealed.
Sincerely, Mr. Graham O'Dwyer, Landlord.
Bollocks. I'm just getting used to this place. Right, so what day should I leave?
Leave? You're coming to the meeting with me.
Why? It's not my apartment. I don't need to be there.
Look, I'm not having you freeloading this place when I'm gone, and I don't know how long the meeting's going to go on for.
If I go, they'll definitely know I'm staying with you illegally. Besides, I'm just about to put food in the oven.
Look, you're coming with me, and that's that. I'll just say you're my brother who came to visit. If it turns out I'm being evicted because of you, I'll be damned if it's just me getting the blame. And your food can wait.
We look nothing alike. And that show you recorded starts soon.
Look, just come on and hopefully it won't take too long. We'll be back in time for the show and your meal.
I reckon I hope so.
Do you know what? You can go back to that fucking horse. She deserves you. Hello? Oh, Michael, hi. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm currently not working on Thursday. Yeah, honestly, I'm happy to cover. Yeah, I need the hours anyway. Yeah, honestly, no, I'm fine. It's just a cold or something. Don't fail. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
No, this can't be right. I'll stay with my sister Dundays. It'll only be a couple of weeks. So I sort something out anyway. Yeah, everything will be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, you'll manage. Which reminds me, I better get to this meeting if I want to make it to my yoga class. Hello? Tony? Hi. How are things with you? Anything I can help you with? Since I'm not employed anymore, and there's bills coming every day, and the rent. I need money to pay my rent. No, I haven't signed a notice form yet. It was, I suppose, in a hope that I could maybe get my job back in some way. I know, I was on probation, but I promise you that would never happen again. Can I work in the kitchen instead? Please, I have to pay my rent and I have no other work here and I just moved here. I have no one to turn to. Please, please.
I will not be evicted. I will not be cast out in the streets. This is my home. What if I'm evicted? I have nowhere to go. They could never evict you. I mean, look at me. Look at me. Someone like me couldn't possibly be thrown out in the streets now, could they? Could they? Oh my God. Oh my God, maybe I could. Maybe I deserve this. Maybe this is karma. You were too fucking interested in your promotion to spend time with her as she lay on her deathbed. She waited 6 whole months for you in that nursing home that you locked her up in. She was the only person who ever truly cared about you. She was the only person who ever truly loved you. She got you to where you are today, and you abandoned her when she needed you the most. I'm so sorry, Mum. I'm so sorry. Shit, Maria. We have a meeting. You have to pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. You do not deserve this. You are not a bad person. You're not a bad person. I'm ready.
Can't wait. I have to go to work soon.
I don't see why you would leave if we don't have any answers. How about we introduce ourselves? My name is Lucas.
Hi, Robert. Apartment 43.
And I'm Ava. Ooh, I think we live in the same floor, you mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you have that yoga mat, yeah.
Yeah, from a yoga class.
Yeah.
Adriana, 5th floor.
I am not introducing myself. I did not come down here to make friends.
Bernard.
Shauna from 3rd floor.
Robert. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for the landlord.
You think if the landlord was to drag us all down here on a Sunday, he would actually have the decency to show up on time? It's a disgrace.
I assume we're all down here for the same reason about the eviction. Surely it's not right for him to just throw us in the streets with short notice, right?
Exactly. I've nowhere to go. And where's everyone else? Why is it just us?
I will not be evicted. I will not be evicted.
I'm a good tenant. I didn't pay the rent last month. I mean, I didn't pay the rent on time last month. But I'm sure that can't be the reason I'm getting evicted.
Well, I always pay my rent on time, so I will not be forced out on the street.
What makes you so sure?
Doesn't seem like we really have a choice, does it?
I just told you I will not be forced out.
Maybe we should just wait for him and see what he has to say. I'm sure he'll come to some solution.
I agree. There's no point panicking now.
That's it, Robert. You take control, as usual.
Not now, Bernard.
Where is he?
Has anyone actually met the landlord? I don't think I've ever seen him before.
I've met him once or twice.
Well, then what's he like?
Keeps to himself.
So you've met him down here?
Yes.
Look, I really, really can't stay. I can't be late for work. Would you mind telling me what's going to happen, please?
Yeah.
Adriana on number 55 on the 5th floor?
Yeah.
With Ava, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Why is this lift always so slow?
Sure you're pressing the right button? Let me try.
Yes, I think so. Of all the one buttons here.
Like I said, I don't see why you would leave if we don't have any answers.
Because I'm never late for work! It doesn't matter. I'll just take the stairs.
How can the elevator not be working when we're just after coming down in it 5 minutes ago?
Where are they?
He's been here before. He should know.
Surely there has to be a fire exit somewhere.
Must be.
Go check behind you there.
By law, there has to be another way out.
I'm afraid the elevator is the only way out.
What?
Do you know what I know? I'll call up to maintenance.
That's a good idea. Here, come on. Hurry up. Yeah, come on.
Hello? Hi, there's a few of us actually stuck
Okay, you're
down
with
in
Maria. Maria from the top
I'm
floor.
with Maria and hello?
Get priority.
Hello?
Come on. Just give me that.
What
Hello?
happened?
Hello? Hello?
Can they hear you?
Hello?
Can they hear you?
Hello? No, hello? Hello? Hello?
Must be signal. Does anyone have signal?
Don't have a
Anyone?
phone.
I'll check my phone.
Must be.
Not from down here, no.
I've got nothing here.
No service?
The elevator was broken when I was down here before.
What?
How long were you stuck for?
Could have been 3 hours.
3 hours?
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
3 fucking
Could have been
hours?
4.
4 hours? No, I will not be stuck down here for 4 hours.
May as well get comfortable, so.
How, in this day and age, are we in a place that has no reception?
I have an idea. I have an idea. If we put these chairs together, and we stand on them and straight out someone upstairs right here, it's a great idea.
Okay? Everyone, as loud as possible on the count of 3, okay? That's the only way we're going to get out of here, okay? 1, 2, 3. Hello! Hello! Someone! Hello! Hello! Screaming! Do you want to stay out here? Hello! Hello! Why aren't the rest of you helping us? Do you not want to stay down here forever, do you?
Look, just have some patience. We haven't been down here that long.
Don't tell me to have patience. We've been down here long enough.
Look, there's no point panicking. Someone will come help us.
No point panicking.
Yeah.
The landlord's late. The elevator's not working. We've no signal on our phones and there's no stairs. And you're telling me not to panic. Don't tell me not to panic. Find a way out myself.
Right, Adriana? Here, come sit down.
No, why?
Here, sit there.
No, why?
Are you okay?
You alright?
She's not
Is
okay.
there a bag anywhere?
Yeah, that one here earlier, Robert.
Let's breathe into this.
Or maybe give her some space. Give her
Are
some
you sure you're proper qualified to deal with this?
What are you doing?
Robert, come on.
Look, maybe you should try standing up.
Guys, I think I've got a signal.
Look, that doesn't matter right now?
Stop it! She's not well.
Do you want to stay down here? Come on. No.
Look at me, Adriana. It's okay. It's okay. Talk to me.
I know why I'm being evicted. But I can't tell you. I can't say.
Talk to me.
I take heroin. I'm not addicted though. Don't judge me. I still go to work. I was 19. It was years ago. I didn't know any better. It was only when Christopher started doing it. He was on it for years by then. And I met him and he made everything better. And I saw him one night and he was just pushing it right through his veins. And then do you know what I saw? I saw how happy he was. And I knew then I needed it. I needed to be happy too! And heroin is the only thing that makes me feel that way. Christopher used to. But now he's with this fucking slow Vivian. She'd fuck anything with a pulse for a line of coke. That's not me. I love him. I've never given him anything less than love. And all I want is to be loved too. It's all I've ever wanted. And you know what makes me feel loved? Heroin. It makes me feel like I'm enough as I am. It's the only thing that can do that. That's why I take it. It makes everything better. Everything stops. Can't explain it. It's blissful. Everything ends. It all goes away. Everything goes away.
Some of this furniture's not too bad, Robert. We can take it upstairs with us.
No room for more furniture up there, Bernard. It's fine the way it is.
Oh, alright. Everything's just the way you want it, isn't it?
Not now, Bernard.
Yeah, when then?
After this.
You two are like an unmarried couple. You must be the wife always bossing him about.
I don't boss anyone around. I just don't think Bernard should be getting too comfortable right now. I don't know how long he's going to be around for.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sounds like you're getting beat.
Well, aren't we all getting the boot? Isn't that why we're down here?
Yeah, exactly. Look, we need to find a way out of this place. It doesn't seem like this guy's coming.
He's right. Something is definitely off.
Oh, so now you all think we need to find a way out. Didn't help me earlier when I was shouting for help.
Nobody can hear you through a concrete roof.
Yeah, screaming for help is pointless.
Or maybe you didn't scream for help because it didn't make you look like a real good Samaritan. We all know how much you love that.
Fair point.
Oh, excuse me for thinking about someone other than myself.
Yeah, you make sure everyone knows you're a good person.
You made sure we all seen when you were shouting for her, or helping her.
Look, I can't believe I'm being treated this way after helping someone. Now, I've never met you before, but I can tell you don't do much of that. You can take a leaf out of my book.
Guys, maybe we should all just calm down.
Oh, I'm perfectly calm. I'm just telling him what's what.
You're telling me what's what? Like you have any idea who I am. You've only known me 5 minutes. You don't know the things I've done in the past.
Oh, I'm sure they're all wonderful acts of pure kindness.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were. Someone like you would never understand that.
Someone like me.
Yeah, someone who only thinks about themselves. I mean, look at you. Wear these ridiculous clothes like it makes you an amazing person. It's a joke.
Don't embarrass yourself by attempting to understand fashion when it's clear to us all, well, you have no clue. And as for all of this holier than thou bullshit that you keep coming out with, it's so false. It's pathetic. The difference between you and I is that I'm real and you're not. Your whole act, it's pathetic.
Pathetic? Maybe I think it's pathetic to spend your whole life alone because no one can stand to be around you.
Be careful you don't go showing everyone your true colours.
You know what? My only sin is being too kind. When you're as kind as me, people tend to take advantage of you. For as long as I can remember, I've done things for others, before I even bothered to think about myself. When I was young, I lived near a council estate. One of the boys in the estate had no toys, so I decided I'd give them all of mine. Christmas morning, I picked up my presents from under the tree and off out the door, down to Paddy's. I was doing that kind of stuff before I even been taught what kindness is, which is natural to me. Just walking down the street in my Ninja Turtle PJs to give away my presents. Paddy was grateful in the beginning. Flash forward a few years, he wasn't so grateful when he stopped chewing gum to the back of my head, the prick. There was another time I was late for an exam. I was sprinting, just in and out between the cars to get to the RDS. I had about 10 minutes left and it looked like I'd make it. I reached a set of steps, leading down from a bridge, and there's a man at the bottom. He was just lying there, curled up in a ball. No one around. He told me he'd fallen and he thought he'd broken something. So I decided my exam didn't matter. I was going to help this man instead. So I did. I called an ambulance and I even went along to the hospital with him. I got talking to him and I explained my own situation. He told me I was very kind. He even said he'd pay so I could repeat my exam. When I left the hospital that evening, it was the last time I ever saw that man. The email he gave me wasn't registered and the phone number was fake. I never got that money for my repeat. Bastard. And 2 months ago, I took a rambling, homeless man into my home. And look where it's brought me now. I'm being evicted from my fucking apartment because of you, and you don't show much gratitude. He was nothing when I took him in. He was sleeping on the street in tattered clothes when I found him. I pretty much saved his life. Who knows where he'd be without me? So don't talk to me like I don't really help people, but you don't know the meaning of the word.
I never asked for any of this. I can't believe you had the nerve to say that.
Who? Robert?
But who else? This facade sickens me.
What do you mean, his facade? He seems like a lovely person who helped you out of the street. You have a home because of him.
Another one too simple-minded to see through his mask.
Hey, no need to insult me.
Sorry. I guess people don't listen to me too often. I'm just being cautious.
What happened to you?
Well, as you and everyone else now knows, I'm homeless. Sure, I've been staying with Robert for a few weeks. We're all being evicted now, so back to square one, eh? Life on the streets is soul-destroying. You feel like you're the scum of the earth, the bottom of the barrel. And the looks people give you. They all look at you with the same evil glare. The one that says, "You know you deserve to be down there, you filthy, rotten pest. How dare you look up at me?"
Well, I wouldn't think that if I walked past you.
Well, I guess I'll find out soon enough since I'll be back on the streets. One thing I did learn about living on the streets, though, was the sense of community the homeless people have with each other. People who had less always gave more. We shared everything because we realised we own nothing. This hat isn't mine, these gloves aren't mine. If someone found a comfy spot underneath the shop entrance, with all those new spike thingies they're putting everywhere these days, to tell the rest of us, and we take turns sharing. It's hard to sleep when you're unsure of how you're going to survive tomorrow.
Why are you homeless? What did you do?
I did nothing. I let people walk all over me. A product of circumstance. Robert found me when I was begging outside Central one evening. He gave me a sandwich and invited me in a place to stay. All his colleagues complimented him how charitable he looked.
So, why do you dislike him?
I soon realised Robert only helped me to look charitable to other people. I sleep on my jacket while he sleeps on a king-size bed. And he never lets me use anything without his permission. Like the TV, the food, or even the Wi-Fi, where I found the code in the back of the box. He never lets me leave. And he keeps saying I won't be there much longer. I was better off on the streets. And I should really leave, but I don't. My life lacks purpose, and I lack the ability to act. I'm a ship without a captain, stuck in the harbour, even though my sails are ready. All the while that devious parasite insults me, till his words fall on deaf ears.
You'll be fine. Be alright. Everything will be better when we get out of here. You don't have to go back with him.
I'd say it's been well over 4 hours now.
4 hours? I feel like we've been here 4 days.
Look at this. Legislation seeks to introduce 90-day eviction notice.
If I had 90 days, that would be enough time for me to actually find a new home.
Well, I don't want to find anywhere else to stay. I am perfectly happy here.
Ew. That man. That homeless man. Absolutely disgusting. Oh. Do I really want to hear about his life? His pathetic life? No. Who does he think he is? My best friend? Oh. Don't even want to be near that one.
You okay?
I just lost my job. Maybe that's why I get the eviction letter. But it was not my fault. Tight Tony, my supervisor. Oh, my ex-supervisor. He never likes me. But I know he was pissed off about a couple of quid I took from the till. I just need some change for the boss. What's a big deal? It's not Tony's money anyway. Well, on the bright side, I don't have to go back there and pretend to be nice anymore. I never liked working in that stupid place. But I still need money to pay my rent. I should have taken more than a couple of quid. I think stealing is not a crime. It's just a bit of fun and good free stuff coming along with it. It's not a habit or anything. So I keep doing it from now and again. It's no big deal. Sometimes you can make a good deed out of it. One time I helped a homeless man to have a home because of the gold jewelry I robbed. Well, I only got to keep the watch, sadly. Too bad the police was around. I almost got the necklace and earrings too. But I had to give them to the homeless man outside of the shop so I don't get caught. You might think I'm being evil here, but hey, he's better off the street anyways. At least he gets some food every day. Well, in prison. But didn't have to be homeless anymore. I find him a home. I did him a favor. I get what I want. He get what he wants, or more like what he needs.
What does this one mean?
That is your heart line, also known as your love line. Yours is quite short, actually.
What does that mean?
That means you have no... and this running between your thumb and your index finger is your lifeline. Look.
Please tell me someone else can hear that.
Guys, I think it's coming from the elevator.
Is it working? Get out of here!
I don't know.
That's definitely not coming from the elevator.
Well, where is it coming from then?
Do you know what? It doesn't even matter where it's coming from. Why don't we enjoy it? We're all gonna die down here anyway, aren't we? Come on!
It's really starting to freak me out.
Woo! Come on! Oh, fine. Fuck off then! Woo! Come on! Groovy.
Turn it off. I said turn it off. You deaf? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Stitch!
Are you sure? It was in this
Of
box?
course I'm sure.
Why the hell is it down here?
Where's one of them for weeks?
A school year's book? Why would someone keep something like this?
Let's have a look.
This is mine. Two pictures. Your jacket here too, but
It's not my jacket. Oh wait. It is.
What else is in there?
A Cartier watch. How can any of you afford a Cartier watch? That's my mother's mare. Oh.
I think this is yours.
Why would the landlord have our stuff anyway?
He must have been through our apartments. He must have been looking through our stuff.
Could be a million reasons our stuff is down here. Could be the lost and found.
I did not lose this.
I did not lose Stitch.
It's hardly that we all lost these stuff, right?
Hey. You ever considered the landlord didn't bring us down here? Maybe somebody else did?
What do you mean? Like, who? We all got the letters.
I'm just saying it's a possibility. I mean, don't some people down here seem quieter than others?
You're not accusing me, are ya?
No. You're the only one I could trust down here.
Why Stitch? Why, of all things, Stitch?
never mind the teddy bear. What about the syringe?
That's not the point!
Well, maybe that is the point. Maybe that's why you're being kicked out. Maybe the stuff in the box is why we're all being evicted.
If that was the case, then Bernard would be in the box then, wouldn't he?
Yeah, cheers, princess.
Yeah. Does this seem like a time for jokes to you? Maybe the reason the mirror's in there is you're an ugly cow.
Don't touch her, you misogynist!
Stop it! We don't know why we're down here, and you two fighting over it isn't gonna help. Make peace, love, not war. You think don't matter. The only thing that we should be thinking about is how we're going to get out of here.
I have an idea. Let's meditate. We're better than this constant bickering. Whenever I find myself in stressful situations, I meditate, and it provides me with some clarity and...
I don't need any clarity to know I do not deserve to be in this situation.
No. No hippie vegan cults. Not today.
Hey, Sean. How could you afford such an expensive watch if you haven't been paying your rent?
I bought it with my own hard-earned money. And for your information, I always pay the rent on time.
Hold on a minute now. Did you or did you not say earlier you haven't been exactly up to date with your payments?
I pay the rent and you don't. Who do you think you... I pay the rent late sometimes. Why would you say that? But I still pay the rent.
out, don't you, Eva?
Of course, take a seat. Here, grab that thing over there. So, I assume you've never done yoga before?
No, I haven't. I had the chance to enroll in a program a few years back. Things didn't work out as I had planned.
Oh, that's a shame. It really has changed my life. It's given me a positive outlook on things. Right, we'll start with an easy one. So if you want to stand up. And then we'll bring your hands together. And slowly bow. To your next foot.
So you say yoga's changed your life?
Well, I guess you can say that. I was in a dark place for a while and yoga saved me. Now, next position, face you.
Look, I can't assume to know what you're going through. But if you want to talk, I'm here to listen.
I guess you're right, but I'm not really a fan of talking about myself.
That's completely up to you, Eva.
Well, I was in an accident for a while. Sorry, I was in a car accident a while back. I was in college all day and my boss put me on the late shift for work. Everything was just piling up on top of me. I was driving home, but I could barely keep my eyes on the road. I should have taken the bus or walked or something, but I didn't, and it was stupid. I don't remember everything that happened next. All I can remember is the sound of metal on metal cracking, and the strange noise the windscreen made when it broke. I remember the pain that jolted up my back and my neck as the seatbelt threw me at the back of the seat and seeing the man's weight collide with the pavement. The next few months were hell for me, but don't worry, I hadn't killed the man, but I'd severely injured him, and he wasn't the kind open to forgiveness. I spent the next 10 months of my life feeling cheated as I lost a court case I had no chance of. But I had done something to my back. The first few doctors told me there was nothing noticeably wrong, but I did my rounds, and finally found a doctor who would tell me otherwise. He prescribed me with Vicodin, but he wasn't sure on how much to take, so I took a lot more than I was supposed to. It got so bad, I ended up in the hospital again, back with the same kind of people. And that's when my doctor signed me up for a rehabilitation program. And that's where I found yoga. Sorry, where you found me. And honestly, it's changed. It's turned my life around. I even helped set up a rehabilitation program for offenders, a way of giving them a second chance. Right, let's on to our final pose. But enough about me. Have I helped you?
Yes, you really have.
Great, let's do some meditation to finish up.
That's okay, I'll leave you to it, Eva.
You're not an ugly cow. You are not an ugly cow. You're not an ugly cow.
Why would the
You're not
landlord
ugly.
have taken you? Of all things, you've never harmed anyone.
I have no idea, but it makes sense that syringes down here.
Excuse me, it doesn't make sense that anything is down here. And also, I wasn't speaking to you, I was speaking to Stitch.
Typical junkie.
Don't be so judgmental.
I got it. There must be a reason. Of all the tenants here, why us? We must be connected somehow, right?
Oh, we are not connected. I am not connected to these people. I do not deserve to be in this situation. I've been a great tenant and I've never done anything wrong.
A great tenant, huh? Humble as always.
Oh, says the guy who told everyone his only sin was kindness. Maybe if you didn't bring an illegal tenant into the apartment, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Yeah, but it's also illegal for the landlord to go through our rooms, so then we'd have a case against him, wouldn't we?
Exactly. No one knows Bernard's here.
It's still illegal, though.
And what about you?
What about me?
Those parties.
Yeah,
you're
don't forget
throwing
those
every
parties.
weekend.
What about my
It's a
parties?
nightmare living
You
here
know
with
what?
You disturb
You
the
know
whole
what? You're
building.
just jealous you're not your problem. That is your problem. Don't shush me. Shh.
And what about you?
What about me?
We find a syringe down here. What about all over the rest of the building?
I have told you to stop constantly using that to define
Not
me!
any idea how dangerous
Do you have any
that is.
idea how much
Never
I'm
real
Don't you fucking
dangerous.
dare point at me! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I'm a You can't stop looking at me though! Fuck you!
You know what? None of you have any idea what it's like to live on the streets. I do. What are you talking to me in the press? You don't steal stuff. Don't defend me now. You defend me now. You ain't giving me a bed. I sit in my track. Oh, you put a roof over my head. Take the free. You only steal. Wait a minute. That's not true. Get those parties out of here.
Would you like to know why you're really being evicted?
Well, how would you know?
You're missing the point here. You're being evicted because the foundations of this building are unstable.
Who told you this? How the hell do you know?
You brought yourselves here. Do you know when this was built? This was built in 1960, and for 58 years the foundations of this building have been rotting, sinking into the dirt, waiting for you.
It was you. You brought us down
You
here.
brought yourselves here. Everything you have done has led to this. Look at me, Shauna. You spoke of that homeless man that you say you helped. You sent him to prison. That was me! Do you remember pointing your finger in my direction? You used me as a scapegoat so you could rob them blind. You used me as a scapegoat. You can't take account for what you've done. Instead, you blame it on a man with no home and nobody to defend him.
How could you do that to someone?
And you, Adriana. We've never met before today. You don't know me. Earlier you spoke of the victim you are, a victim to the boyfriend who showed you the needle. I sat there and I listened to your lies, but I know the truth. I know Christopher, and I know what you did to him. How many people have you cut with your lies and that needle? Now he's out there in the streets and you're blind to all the pain you've caused. And you, Bernard, you're as bad as the rest. How long did it take you to recognize me? To recognize a man who lived out there on the streets along with you? The streets that you say have community. Where was the community when you left me for dead? Where was your compassion when you let 4 young men decide to break me? You did nothing, you ran. Do you remember that spot we had outside the bar and that song that played every single night? I heard that song with my head against the pavement as I watched you run. And you, Maria, Look at me. You can hide behind your high heels and your fur coats. Do you remember rushing into me? Turning and shouting. You bring charges of sexual harassment just because you had it in you to ruin someone else. I had nothing and you had it all. And they took me in for that, and because of you, I already had a record. And then it came to you, Ava. I know you don't remember me. You're too caught up in the order that you forced into everything. You had the power to save me from everything I ended up facing. But you decided that a man who you knew nothing about did not deserve to avoid jail. I did not have the capacity for compassion necessary for your program. And that leaves me to you, Robert, the Saviour himself. Look at me. I said, look at me. When the words of your good deeds left your mouth, did you believe? Tell them your lies. I can see the knife behind your back. Tell them about the boy from down the street in the council estate. Tell them about the boy who you bullied mercilessly for a decade. The one who you bullied just because your parents had deeper pockets than his. You're a coward, Robert. You beat me into submission, and you made me something less than zero. You were at the start of all this. You act like you're a saint, but you're a sinner like the rest of them. Every single one of you broke me down. You took away the nothing that I had. I was lost. I had nothing, and I had no one. And I had to do something about it. And I saw you, Bernard. I saw you, and I was sure then. You came into this building, and you went up in that elevator. And the very next day I see you with him. What are the chances that these two people from my past live not just in the same building, but in the exact same apartment? So I made my way in. And I see that every single one of you live here. How could that be a coincidence? I had finally found a purpose. Living like a rat between your walls, I watched you. And there was no change from the cowards and thieves I saw back then. None of you had changed. Maybe it was my time to make you.
I knew it was him.
Done nothing wrong. He's hugging us.
Look at your reflection. What do you see behind your eyes? You brought yourselves here. Now stay there and look. Look! I want you to truly see yourselves. If you believe that you don't need to change, then go back up in that elevator. Go live your life the way you always have. Your old lives are waiting for you.
Well, I'm leaving. I don't deserve to be down here. This can't be
I
right.
shouldn't be here. I've done nothing wrong. What's that Lucas guy talking about? I helped him to have a better life, just like Bernard. Keep complaining about the help. They should be happy. They're still alive. What are you two doing? Get up! The lift is here. What about all the screaming and all the shouting? And now you change your mind? You can stay down here as long as you like, but I don't want to be stuck down here with you guys. Eva? Eva? Are you coming?
I thought I was doing good things. One mistake shouldn't define me, right?
You're a good person. We've done nothing wrong. Why would we stay down here with them? Come on, let's go. Ava, let's go. Ava.
Robert, let's go.
I can't.
Why not? Robert. No, wait!
Finally, you've chosen to change. You made the right decision. I saw you all in your apartments. Each of you caught up in your own individual world. But I could see you as one picture. All part of the one problem. You're here with me now because you're willing to change. This is the first step to breaking down those walls. There never was an eviction. Nothing you have done would have led to an eviction. I used it to make you see how it feels to be less fortunate than you are. If If you don't work to become connected with other people, you're going to slip right back into the same prison you had for yourselves up there. You imagine this isolated suffering when really it is collective. You are not separate from other people in any way that means something. The next step is to learn to empathize and show compassion. Learn about other people so you can help them. This is your job now. You've been through this before. You need to follow through this time. I need you to help me reset.
Dear tenants, due to recent events, I regret to inform you that you are being evicted from your apartment premises.
A meeting will be held in order to further explain these changes.
You will be required to vacate the property by March 16th.
Tenant are invited to my office located on the 4th floor. The meeting will take place there at 12 p.m. sharp on Sunday, 10th of March.
Full transparency of this unforeseen situation will be revealed.
Sincerely, Mr. Graham O'Dwyer, Landlord.
Come with me. Watch. You'll see. Is everybody in?
Here's some tissue.
Is this his office? Who'd have their office in a basement anyway?